You know this story. You open an email that notifies you of a sale. Your first mistake is clicking that link which brings you to the sales page with products and their enticing prices on display. Your second mistake is searching for a guitar you've been waiting for a price drop. And guess what? It's on sale and the price is good. It's so good you sit on it. Maybe someone else will buy it. That will stop the gas. And so you leave it. Several days pass. Because of your foolish choice to click that link in the email, your Facebook and Instagram feeds are bombarded with ads of the sale. Someone's sure to have bought it, you think to yourself. Several more days pass. You check back on the guitar, and to a mixture of horror and delight, it's still there. The sale is about to end. What do? It's such a shame to let go of such a good deal. Moments pass. Then, a banner ad for a payment app catches your eye. $20 off for first-time users. $20 isn't a lot compared to the price of the guitar, but it's enough to tip you over the edge. Add to cart. Purchase. The deal is done. You know this story. And if you're lucky, the story ends well for you. Except this time, the story doesn't end here for me. It's a fine specimen of a guitar, an Explorer, a shape made famous by players I've been inspired by over the years. The Edge, James Hetfield, Claudio Sanchez, and Eric Clapton. A 2017 High Performance Explorer, complete with the infamous Gibson robot tuners. It's here, in my hands. The shape exudes the rock and roll spirit. It's so audacious, my wife dares me to use it at the Sunday service. As a grey-suited Barney Stinson said,
"Challenge accepted."
Easter service is just around the corner, and I'm serving on that team. It'll be the perfect maiden gig. Except this time, I discover something horribly wrong. I plug it in and expect my socks to be blown off. The neck pickup is gloriously syrupy. I switch to the middle to engage both pickups, wanting to hear deep and powerful cleans, but something is wrong. I only hear the neck pickup. I switch to the bridge pickup. It's soft, 10 times softer than the neck pickup. It sounds thinner and spikier than a bridge single coil. I switch between the two pickups to compare and contrast, and it dawns on me. The bridge pickup has no bass or middle frequencies. All there is treble. To confirm this, I roll down the tone control, which essentially is a low-pass filter. The bridge pickup disappears. The diagnosis? I've been sent a guitar with spoilt electronics. There begins the dance that nobody wants to start off. A dance of eternity with customer service. I send a support email describing the issue with as much detail as I can, and there begins the process of product purchase verification. Take pictures of everything that came with the package, including the box, the case candy. Take pictures of the guitar's front, back, and sides. Why? What were they afraid of? That I would say they didn't send me the instruction manual, the cleaning cloth, the multi-tool? And have they tried taking pictures of an Explorer on its side? I dredge up the distant memories of my second year engineering class on statics and dynamics to precariously balance the guitar. Every picture I took was adding insult to injury. Every minute spent preparing the guitar for customer service was another minute lost to oblivion. A minute I could have spent learning the intricacies and idiosyncrasies of the Explorer. And the final instruction, as if that wasn't enough, stings the most. Take a video demonstrating the problem. Why? Was I so inexperienced and noob that I would misunderstand and mischaracterize the technical issue with the guitar? Was it going to be sent to the Swee Lee overlords for their entertainment, for their laughter and my frustration? Alas, I will never know. So I dutifully comply and prepare this media packet of despair. A day passes. This audacious audition tape must have made an impression. I get a reply asking for me to bring the guitar down. Bring it down from whence it came. I walk through the doors. The slick shop floor and the array of guitars on display should impress me, but it doesn't. For now I know that these guitars don't get inspected before being shipped off the floor. My Explorer's spoiled bridge pickup problem would have been spotted in an instant if anyone took the time to check it. I am jealous of my American friends who have Sweetwater and their famous 55-point inspection before a guitar is packed and shipped to customers. I am jealous of my European friends who have Thorman and then meticulous inspection before packing and shipping to customers. I'm even jealous of my friends from Carousel who buy guitars on the second-hand market. At least they can spot the issues in person. That is my mistake. That is my folly. and I am ashamed. With each step toward the guitar servicing counter, the mounting chain makes the humongous case heavier and heavier. Then I meet him. Finally, a name and a face in the flesh. Not just another stream of text on an email or a faceless call, but an actual person. He is Swee Lee's guitar repairman. He tells me the guitar should be fixed in no time. Guitars are not complicated machines. He is reassuring. He makes me feel confident that I will be playing the guitar in time for my Easter service, the service that I was hoping would be my Explorer's maiden gig. I leave it in his good hands, and for the first time since this ordeal started, I smile. But as I walk out of the slick showroom, I glance at the clouds. They are ominous and foreboding. A storm is brewing on the horizon. A week goes by. There's still time for Easter, I think to myself. I exchange text messages with the repairman. They are cordial and reassuring. In fact, within a day of messaging him, he tells me the good news. The guitar is ready for collection. I heave a sigh of relief and elation. The next couple of days are a blur due to balancing work, family, and ministry. But I eventually find myself back in the shop and try the guitar out. I notice in the corner of the repair workstation a second Explorer, the sister model to this high-performance one. In 2017, Gibson guitars were released in pairs, a high-performance model with all the bells and whistles, and a traditional model that was stripped back. Except this traditional model in the corner was not just stripped back, it was stripped down. No strings, no tuners, no bridge, no pickups. And it dawned on me. They've been using the traditional model for parts, and the repairman confirms this. He's taken the bridge pickup of this traditional Explorer and placed it in my high-performance Explorer. For a moment, I am sad. Traditional Explorer, your sacrifice will not be in vain. It works! I smile again. All of this was worth it. I drive home, plug it in expectantly. Oh my goodness, it's not working again! The problem has resurfaced. I can hear the Swee Lee overlords cackling with delight at my frustration. Let's give him a glimmer of hope at the shop, then have the same problem manifest the moment he reaches home. I am stumped. I am stupefied. Crazy conspiracy theories race through my head. Is it my house? Is there an electronics poltergeist playing tricks on me? Are there too many guitars that they've come to life when I'm asleep and ganged up on poor Explorer? I stop my brief excursion into the surreal. It's late. It's been an exhausting day. Maybe some sleep will give me a level head. I will contact Swee Lee again. After phone calls and several messages, the repairman was going to double his efforts to sort this out. The Explorer makes a return trip to the store, and I can only wait as the repairman takes on this new challenge. Several days go by. I make some suggestions as to what could have been the issue. Gibsons are notorious for having a very weak pickup selector switch, but the repairman is convinced it's not the switch. He will try swapping another bridge pickup. I find this strange, but apparently it's part of big guitar company policy. Rather than hone in on an offending part, the solution seems to be to replace the entire assembly together with the part. The repairman calls me back. He has now blown through 2 bridge pickups. This is the 3rd bridge pickup on the Explorer, and again, he sends me a video. I am cautiously optimistic, but all initial excitement I had for this guitar has been sucked dry. By this time, the Easter service has come and gone. There was no big event to herald the arrival of the Explorer, but that's not important anymore. I just wanted it to work. According to the repairman, it was a bridge pickup issue. I find this suspect. 3 faulty bridge pickups in a row? I search for answers from fellow Explorer owners. Apparently, I'm not the only one with bridge pickup issues, or issues in general. Dig deep enough and you can unearth many baffling stories of poor Gibson quality. But this is not the end of the story. There's one more issue, and it surfaced when I get the Explorer back. This time, I tell myself, the guitar is back for good. I can finally put it through its paces. There aren't gigs to play at, but I did have a slew of recording projects lined up. With the Explorer back, it contributes a unique vibe to my recordings. I am finally feeling some happiness away from the ordeal. So happy that I'm able to groove along to the song, and without warning, barely 2 weeks of receiving the Explorer back, this issue crops up. Let me spell it out so you can sense the ludicrousness of the situation. A $2,600 instrument has a critical component held together by double-sided tape. A tape that has adhesive which will melt away in humid Singapore. No adhesive is spared, not Velcro. not 3M tape. Nothing can escape this hot and wet heat. The repairman is yet again baffled. I am the first to come to him with this problem. So after researching and taking apart another set of robot tuners, he presents the solution. Use more tape. The repairman finishes the job and tells me that I will have to replace the adhesive yet again in a couple of years' time, so he leaves me with the unused double-sided tape. A nice gesture to be sure, but a reminder that 2017 Gibson uses $4 tape to hold a $350 component in place on their $2,600 instrument. But it's been 5 months of going back and forth with Swee Lee customer service, and while I am grateful for the repairman helping me with these issues, I am tired. Pickup issues have been fixed. Melted adhesive issues have been fixed. It's time to play the guitar. It's been known that Gibson had issues all the way through from top to bottom, but these were stories that felt far removed from me. This 2017 instrument, which coincides with the pre-JC era, seems to corroborate the narrative floating around the interwebs that Gibson had severe problems. It's a far cry from my experience with my 2011 Joe Bordermaster Les Paul Studio and my 2019 Les Paul Classic. These are magical guitars with no QC issues whatsoever. I obviously got a lemon off an Explorer, and I thank Swee Lee, particularly Kelvin, the repairman, for doing all they can. Word on the street still isn't kind to Gibson, and I think the company has a long way to go in recovering consumer confidence. Who knows, maybe better days for Gibson are just around the corner if the experience with my Les Paul Classic is any indication. Thank you for sticking around and watching this highly dramatized account of the purchase of this 2017 High Performance Explorer. I do have a proper review video in the pipeline, so watch out for that. In the meantime, if you want to catch this guitar in action, it has appeared on my channel before and you can check it out right here. See you in the next episode. Subscribe, hit the bell notification button, head on over to my Buy Me a Coffee page to check out my patches for Line 6 devices to support these videos and my ministry. Until next time, I'm Justin, and I'm all about worship guitar.